First we need to remove this Torx bit here, the T20 Torx bit. Then round to the side we need to remove the 10mm bolt here. And this is the bracket we're going to be replacing, it's inside there. So we get our 10mm deep socket and remove that. Now we're going to pull the bumper apart because it's already loose from the bracket being broken, and there's another 10mm socket in there. So I find it easier to close the fuel flap here, so we can get round to our 10mm socket. Be very careful as this is an outside facing bolt, so occasionally it could snap and it could be rusted on the back of the bolt itself. So remove that from there. Closing the filler cap fully, and we're just going to get underneath the bottom of the bracket and pull. There you go, and it just removes the two little plastic clips on the bottom there. Just put a hand, just what that is, and that removes the bracket. So in comparison with the new bracket, you can see that black plastic piece along the edge, that's what broke. So we're going to make those two connection points to fit the metal part on the bracket of the car. Push into place. And that's it, just click in place like so. Then we're going to get our 10mm bolt and our socket. Just thread it back in. Thread it with your hands first just to get it right. And then fully tighten using the socket. Now we open the fuel filler cap back open. We can now push the bumper into the bracket. It clicks in place, nicely set, won't move. There also may be a screw just down by where my fingers were. Mine didn't have that, but it's also worth checking when you go to remove the bumper. Re-put the 10mm bolt back into here. You can also see that I didn't remove the Torx bolt. The reason for that is the previous owner of this vehicle tried to remove it and has stripped the head completely. I did remove it in the past using a Dremel and a big screwdriver, but those connections have also started to fail, so I will be drilling that out and take it off at a later date. And there we go, that is how to replace the rear bumper bracket on a Citroen C1.